Okay, right, so here's the second of this morning's videos, and this one's on subtraction. Subtraction, also known as taking away, and also known as finding the difference between a large number and a small number. Okay, so they mean the same thing, subtraction, taking away, and finding the difference. So if you see a sum with those words in it, this is what you're looking at. Now we know about subtraction, don't we? Lots of you use the number line for subtraction to find the difference between two numbers. I will show you one example of that before we go on to column subtraction. Okay, so let's take a number like, oops, we need the pen. Let's take a number like 8. We still need the pen. There we go. 843. Take away 127. Okay, 843 take away 127. Now, I love a number line, and it may suit you as well. I've known children go through year 6 really sticking to that number line, and if that's your way, then use it, but you will need to know about the subtraction method, because it's in comp, that is the standard way of subtracting. So use this for the time being, and then try really hard to get your head around the subtraction method using the columns if you find it difficult. So let's start with the number line. With the number line, you put the smallest number at one end of your number line and the large number at the other end. So we want to find the difference between 127 and 843. Okay, are we happy with that? And we draw a nice line to connect the two. Good. Okay, so now what we do is we jump. So we're jumping from 127 to the nearest 10, which is 130. How much have we jumped to get from 127 to 130? We've just jumped 3 units. Now we jump to the next 100. So we say 130 to 200. How much do we jump there? 130 to 200 is a jump of 70 spaces. Now we can jump, we can be really daring now, we can jump all the way from 200 all the way to 800. I love this one because it gets me excited. So this is a nice whopper of a jump, 200 to 800 gives us a jumping space of 600, okay? And then lastly, you can either jump 40 and then 3, or you can be brave and jump the whole 43. I'm going to be brave and jump the whole 43. So we've got from 127 to 843 doing 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. And now all we need to do is we need to add up how much our jumps took us. So let's start with 3 and 70 is 73. Add 600, 673, and now we need to add 43. So 673, add 43, a little quick column addition, 3 and 3 is 6, 7 and 4 is 11, 6 and 1 is 7, 716. So the difference between 843, 127 is 716, or 843 take away 127 is 716. That is the number line method. Let's try the same sum, but this time looking at the column method. Okay, so 843 take away 127. So 843 take away 127 equals. Now with column subtraction, you must always put the big number on the top. If you don't, it's a big problem. You're just never going to get there. Okay, so big number on the top, 843. Okay, small number underneath, 127. And there's your minus sign and there's your equal sign. Okay, so first of all, we say 3 take away 7. 3 take away 7, you just can't do it, okay? There's not enough numbers in the pot for you to be able to take 7 away from 3. So what we do is we borrow from next door. So we go next door to the number 4 and we borrow 1. So we cross out the 3 and we bring the 1 down. Now that's really a 10, a power of 10. So that 3 becomes 13. Okay, now we can say 13 take away 7, nice and easy, is 6. 3 take away 2, nice and easy, is 1. 8 take away 1 is 7. 716. Let's just check that was right. 716. Good, the theory works, okay? The tricky thing is when you're borrowing. All right, let's do a couple more of those and then I'll do a decimals one. So, let's have something like 804 take away 267. That's a nice one. Okay, 804 take away 267. So, again, big number on the top, 804. Small number underneath, 267, and already I can hear the alarm bells ringing because these digits down the bottom here are bigger than these digits up the top, okay? So we're going to have to do some borrowing. So let's have a look. 4 take away 7, you just can't do. There's not enough numbers in the pot. We've only got 4, we want to take 7 away, it's not going to happen. So we have to go next door and borrow some. But there's nothing in the tens column, no value in that tens column at all, just a placeholder. So we have to go next door again, okay? So we go to the hundreds column and we borrow 1 from there. So we cross through the 8 and that becomes 7. In effect, 700, okay? But you give that power of 10 to the next column along. Now we've got 10 here, not 0, but 10. And we're able to borrow 1 of those 10 to give to the 4. So we cross through, we make that 9, and we give that power of 10 to the 4. So the 4 becomes 14, okay? 0 there, we can't borrow from there, so we go to there. Bring the 10 back, and then take it again and pop it in there. 14 take away 7 is 7. 9 take away 6 is 3. 7 take away 2 is 5. Nice and easy. 537. Okay? What happens if you have decimals in a takeaway sum? Let's have a look. Let me see. Let's have 167.2 take away. What should we say? 89.6. There's a nice one. Okay, so the important thing with decimals is always line up your decimal point. Okay, if you need to put a placeholder in and use a 0 because you've got a little gap at the end and you're feeling uncomfortable, then pop that 0 in. Okay, so here we go. 167.2 take away 89, line up those decimal points, 0.6. Okay, minus, there's our equal sign. Okay, so 2 take away 6 isn't going to go. So we go next door and we borrow from the 7, that becomes a 6, and we pop it over here. 12 take away 6 is 6. Bring down that decimal point. Always do the decimal points as you go, don't save them for later. Okay, now 6 take away 9 is not going to go, okay? You've got 6 in the pot, you need to take away 9, that's an impossible situation. So we borrow from next door again. So that becomes 5, and we bring the 1 across here. So 16 take away 9 is 7. Then we say 15, we've got this whole 15 here, take away 8 is 7 again. So 77.6. All right, I hope that makes sense. Thank you very much. See you later.